But with Dion, I'm seeing all these boule, right? I'm seeing all these so-called pro-blacks, these so-called people who claim to help and care about black people. They're all teaming up to go in on Dion. And it's weird because has Dion ever said anything about black people? Has he said anything to hurt the black community? That's what I want to know. Has he said anything to hurt HBCUs? Nobody gave a damn about HBCUs before Dion.
The same people complaining are the very hypocrites that don't donate to JSU, don't attend the games, don't join the alumni, nada.
Appreciate that. Dion did a lot for them. And that's where the jealousy was, because he was an outsider. But that's why these historical black colleges are failing, because they want their own instead of actually going out there and bringing in people with fresh ideas. And I appreciate that, Robert, who have fresh ideas, who can, help HBCUs move into the, move into 2022, 2023. They want to bring in their own who are going to keep things the way it is. Where these presidents of these universities, have to go and beg for money. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have to go beg for money. And the fact that they have to go to Washington and beg for money just shows you how in dire need these HBCUs are of an infusion of a guy like a Deion Sanders. You need more of those. Y'all can't just depend on one. There's a lot of guys out here who can bring that to these universities, but they don't want that. They want to keep it to where they get to control. And there's some other things that are going on that I saw that are going on at these HBCUs. Apparently, now I don't know if this is true. I saw something where money was going missing at JSU. Not only that, people were robbing Dion. Like, there were times where him and his sons dealt with people, I guess, stealing from them, right? Who wants to deal with that? That's why I would never coach an HBCU at all. I wouldn't even go to an HBCU. I don't care what any of you say. Until they put the effort in to make these universities better and go into 2022 instead of being stuck 20 years ago, who would want to go there? Like, who would want to go there? I don't care what you watch. That matters not to me. When you sitting up there questioning me, you need to be questioning yourself as to why you're asking me about videos that I've made that you should have already seen. When you know what I'm saying? And I just want to say this too. Hold on, let me charge this up. When y'all come into my chat room, appreciate that, Robert, too. Dion dealt with a lot at Jackson State that we don't even know about. And I told y'all that they had to deal with burglaries, that money was going missing. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. They had to deal with a lot there in Mississippi, but that doesn't matter to the elite boule that hate him already.
HBCU leadership are not competent,
Nope.
have zero marketing skills, and play
Yep.
the woe is me card.
Right.
He left them a blueprint and still won't capitalize on it.
Right. Dion was about competing with other schools, giving these student athletes the same as other universities. All you have to do is put in the effort. And they're looking at Dion like he the problem, because these universities get their cut of the funding and they don't care about anything else. They don't care about anything else. All they care about is getting their money. They don't care about the sport. They don't care about the fact that football can make them a lot of money. They don't care about that. They just care about enriching themselves. High schools do more for their athletes than these HBCUs do. That's why HBCUs are irrelevant. They are irrelevant because you've made it irrelevant. I appreciate that too, Antonio. HBCUs have made themselves irrelevant. You need 10 Deion Sanders. You should want men who are innovative, men who see the future, and men who want to give these student athletes the best college experience possible. They want to make your games must-see games where the stadiums are packed. You should want a guy who's bringing money into the city of Jackson. But the people who are coming into Jackson, but all I'm seeing is you elitists, you black HBCU elitists, talking and crying and talking about how Dion did Jackson State dirty. Well, when we find out where the money went at Jackson State, because it wasn't going to Dion, then we're going to see who's really the problem. There's a lot of you black athletes and a lot of you black entertainers who may feel some type of way about what Dion did. Y'all have not given a dime to an HBCU. You have not donated anything. Yeah, the HBCU president wants Dion to fail. That's black men for you. That's why I tell y'all, what black community? These people hate each other. They want to see each other fail. And these are supposed to be the educated, sophisticated black men. They just as full of shit as anybody else out here. Shout out to Brian.
The only people who criticize and even harass me for going
Not unnecessarily, you know. I just think he wanted to do the right thing. He felt like he was doing right by them. What's good, Gerald? So when I look at where we are as a people, we are a failed group of people. And we always want to blame everybody. We want to blame white people. We want to blame, racism and slavery. A lot of you've never lived around white people. Why would you blame them for the problems that you have? We're talking about an HBCU. We have an HBCU situation where nobody's helping them do anything. Nobody's helping do anything. This guy, Dion, was making what, $300,000 a year? And plus he had to make sure his coaches were paid. They put a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. These HBCUs don't know how to win. They know how to fail. You should never send your children to any of these places. Sending your child to a HBCU is like sending your child to a high school in the hood. Like deep in the hood. I mean, nothing but problems. Bad teachers, no real programs. The athletic programs at these high schools are just not in the right place. The school is just a complete failure. It's no different than sending your child to an HBCU, especially in 2022. So when I see these boule, when I see these elitists getting mad at Dion, they're only getting mad because Dion went in there in 3 years and was able to do more in 3 years than these universities have been able to do in 30 years. All this pro-black, where's BLM? Why haven't BLM donated some of that money to some of these HBCUs? They care about black people, right? Now I'm being sarcastic, but really, why haven't they done enough to help these schools get funding? Why haven't they done, more? Because none of these people care about black education. if you are a parent in 2022, the only reason why you would send your child to a HBCU is because they can't afford to go to a regular university. A power, is it a power 5 or a PWI is what they call it. But no, I'm not, no. Hell no. You know what I'm saying?
At some point, it's not the white man keeping HBCU down. It's the people running them. They are the college version of WNBA.
Right. Appreciate that, Robert. Yeah, they looking for handouts. They had to go to Washington every year to get funded. That's crazy. All you millionaires, all you rappers, y'all can't give any money to these universities. All you black liberals that want to go start schools over there and overseas, y'all want to go start schools overseas when you can be putting money into the future of black education, because none of these people care about these HBCUs. You see, I think the problem, shout out to Jay Thomas.
The ones running HBCUs raised the Dejanés.
Yeah. And they got a bunch of Dejanés at these HBCUs, man. A bunch of them. But all you people that are trying to send money overseas to start schools and do all these different projects, you want to help Africa. You got content, they want to help Africa. What about over here? Y'all don't care about these black people? Y'all just care about the black people over there who thinks that you're inferior to them? That's where your money is going. What such bozos you are. You know what I'm saying? Just such bozos. Y'all don't care about black people. Y'all just want to get on TV and y'all just want to run your mouth like Bomani Jones, who's a moron, and you want to talk about how Dion is wrong. But Jackson State has been there for a long time. Why hasn't no one else went there and made an impact? You know why they haven't gone and make an impact? Because they don't know how to make an impact. We're only creative you see, if some of you males would focus on getting money and building instead of chasing heifers, maybe we would have better universities and schools, right? Y'all want to put money into learning how to get heifers when you could I'm talking about the people mad at Dion. Instead of y'all being mad at Dion, you need to stop chasing heifers and focus on helping these schools become a better situation for black people. What's up, David? But y'all don't do that. Y'all want to criticize Deion Sanders, but what are you doing? You're not doing nothing. You're Twitter fingering. You're not really going out there putting in the work. None of y'all are putting in the work. Yeah, you too busy worrying about what these heifers is doing, man. You too busy. Shout out to Robert Lee again.
The difference between the University of Texas and JSU is the leadership and the alumni. The alumni at Texas is deep. Where is the alumni for HBCU?
Yeah, where are they? Appreciate that, Robert. Where are they? That's what we're trying to find out.